against, by the way. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 5 of 6 here at the War Lodge Classic Invitational. Upcoming matchup is a varsity girls matchup between the Cherokee Lady Warriors and the Dacula High School Lady Falcons. Joining me in the booth for the last 3 games is Kyle Sandy. You know him better as at Sandy Spiel or at CTC Culture. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us. What's the feel for this contest?
All right, this game is going to be decided in the low post. Lazaria Spearman, very athletic junior, 6'2" for Dacula. Gets a lot of rebounds, a lot of putbacks. She's, shattering all these records. It's all inside. Great athlete. Now she's going up against another great post player from Cherokee, 6'2", 6'3", Kate Johnson. Big, bulky, strong player, moves players out of the way. Gets a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks. Now, that is going to be the matchup inside. Those two Titans on the low block. Both of them, they miss a couple shots, but they're always so good at getting their own rebound and then finishing second chances. Does Spearman have enough around her to compete against number 4 Cherokee? You're looking at Dacula. They have a really good freshman, Makira Standridge. Really good, has come on strong. And then I'm going to be the first one to try the pronunciation. Hanifa Adanijo. She's back. I believe she missed some time earlier in the season, but she's back. She gives Dacula a nice spark. Going to be interesting to see. Cherokee executes very well. A lot of good shooters. We'll see what happens.
So before we get underway, we'll go ahead and thank our sponsors and get that out of the way. Gold level sponsor is Buffalo's, where everyone is family. Black level sponsor, Food Basket Deli, home of the best Phillies in town. Black sponsor, Cycle Works Sanitation in Ball Ground, Georgia. Barbie Lackey Financial Group. And last but not least, Beto's Bar and Grill right up the road in Hickory Flat. Getting ready to get underway. Ball inbounded by Dacula. They'll be the visiting team. Down to the low post, number 32. That's Spearman. And already we've got a jump ball. As the inside game, Kyle, you said it, that inside matchup between Johnson and Spearman going to be the difference in this evening's game.
Yeah, Johnson is a pure power player inside. Spearman can tend to be a little bit finesse, and that's what I want to see. Can power overcome the finesse play?
Well, there she is right there trying to get that one up and in. Misses slightly as Spearman was in her face. So still nothing, 7:26 left to go. Driving to the basket is the putback is good by Spearman, so she kicks off the scoring here tonight. 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. 2-0. Dacula on top of Cherokee. Donnelly got this one at the top of the key. Kicks this one back out. Now Johnson has it down low, and she puts that one up and in. The Furman commit, like Kyle Sandy said, making her presence known early on in the game.
And that makes no sense at all. Why is Spearman not – I mean, I know they're in a zone, but she can't be getting caught up on the wing defending the entry pass because Johnson's too big. She's going to eat them up inside.
Nice cut to the basket by Adanijo, but that one is no good on the shot, so this one's going to go back Cherokee's way. 6:44 left to go in the first quarter. Still 2-2. So all tied up. Down the lane, this one makes its way out to the wing. Now cross-court pass, fakes the three-pointer. Now down in the low post for Johnson. She's going to try and drive baseline. They said she bounces the ball off the out-of-bounds line. Lily Griffith with some of the point guarding duties for the Lady Warriors. Shot, pull-up three-pointer, no good, as they're playing light defense on Spearman beyond the three-point line. Looking inside, no options there. Driving the lane and laying that one up and just miss. Just missing is Lily Griffith. Adanijo knocks down a mid-range jumper. Dacula up 4-2 with 5:48 left to go in the opening quarter of play. deep three-pointer, and that one no good. Shot taken by number 25, Haley Donnelly. And we're going to get a foul on the putback attempt. As Lily Griffith going to step up to the free throw line, the 5'7" junior. And she converts on the first one, brings Cherokee to within one, still a 4-3 game. 5:37 left to go in the opening quarter. And that one goes off the back of the rim, so 1 for 2 on her first trip to the stripe. Dacula looking inside. That one taken by Standridge. And Adonisio fires a three-pointer off the back of the iron. No good. They're going to say that one went off of Dacula. So Cherokee basketball, 4-3. Dacula on top of the Warriors with 5:23 left to go in the first quarter.
Both teams trying to figure each other out right now. Like I said, it's going to be a game that's decided on the inside, but Cherokee has some great shooters on the perimeter.
And that one's not one of those shots. As Johnson tries to save it, goes crashing into the bleachers, unable to do so. And subbing in for Cherokee is going to be Caroline Carl, junior point guard.
Very dangerous three-point shooter. Saw her in the first game of the season against Alexander. Hit maybe 4 or 5 threes. Can provide some instant offense.
She's going to be on Adonisio down in the low post. They're going to say
that's a bad call. That's what I'm going to say.
Johnson getting her first foul of the night, and the first free throw attempt goes off the front of the rim. Coach Cates disagrees with the call, and I would too, because if Johnson gets into foul trouble,
that would be bad. That would be bad.
That is bad news for the Warriors. Good news for the Falcons, as that basically all but erases the low presence game for Cherokee. Stanbridge going to take the pick down low. That one going to be stolen by Cherokee. That's number 25 on the steal, Haley Donnelly. Out to the corner, step back for a three-pointer. That one just misses. Just had a little bit too much on that one. And now here comes Dacula back the other direction as that one goes up and out of play. They're going to call an offensive foul on Makara Standridge, the standout freshman for the Falcons that Kyle was talking about at the top of the broadcast. Still 4-3, Dacula leading the Warriors. 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Donnelly one-on-one in the wing, now down to the high post. Turnaround jumper knocked down by Tony Warren, the tall freshman.
Yeah, that says something. If you're a freshman and you're starting at Cherokee, team that's consistently ranked in the top 5, ranked number 4 right now, Coach Cates must think she has a very, 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 very bright future.
Well, 5'11" as a freshman is pretty tall in girls basketball. Johnson gets this one to the high post, one dribble with authority, throws that one up, teased off the rim, and that one's going to go out of bounds, but it'll stay Cherokee basketball. So a 1-point lead for the Warriors, 5-4, 3:39 left to go in the first quarter. Donnelly going to get a break as she checks out. Checking in for her is going to be number 21. That is Presley Clark. And that one no good. But the offensive rebound for Cherokee, too much oomph on that one, and it goes off the top of the glass. Rebound taken by Spearman.
You can already tell Spearman's altering a lot of shots as Griffin's second shot up close where she put a lot of mustard on it, really high off the glass.
Low post battle, and that one's going to be won by Spearman as she lays that one up off the boards. And Dacula retakes the lead 6-5. Looking inside to Johnson. Johnson throws this one back out to the wing. Three-point shot, that one up and no good. Rebound taken by Dacula. Kyle, it looks like Dacula has Cherokee a little confused here coming into this one. Shot doesn't fall, rebound Cherokee.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Still feeling each other out, one of these things. I think depth could be a big factor in this game. Cherokee very deep.
The freshman with a long two goes off the rim, but she goes back and gets her own rebound, and that one swatted away. And a travel Nice block there by Spearman. And there's the first voice crack of the War Lodge Classic. Quick timeout here, so 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. A score of 6-5 as we've got a baseball game going on here in the first quarter. Kyle, your thoughts?
Well, too early to call, but you're looking at what Lazaria Spearman's doing, and I mean, all-time leading rebounder at Dacula. I'm pretty sure, if not already, she's going to be. She already has 6 rebounds, already has 1 block, already has 4 points. You know, she averages about 18 points and 15 rebounds per game. It feels like her entire career, and she's only a junior. And she's got high majors all over her, so she's affecting this game. I mentioned that Cherokee, when they're driving to the basket, they know she's there. She's contesting shots, and that's altering a lot of shots right now. Kate Johnson hasn't really gotten too many looks inside yet. So I still want to see if Cherokee can establish her inside, because if they can, that'll be key. But if Johnson's not able to get her, you know, her usual 15 to 20 points, it's going to be tough.
Like I said, still feeling each other out. Nice behind the back dribble there by Standridge. Now Adoniesio's got it, gets it over to Spearman. Spearman going to drive baseline, lays that one up. No good. Coming down with the rebound is Cherokee. Pushing the ball ahead. Jumper from the free throw line, no good. As Presley Clark pulled the trigger on that one, but nothing doing. Still 2:12 left to go in the first. Now low post, Kate Johnson there. They're going to kick that one back out. Adoniesio's got this one. She's going to drive into the lane. That one goes up and off the rim. Spearman, Johnson had her hands up. Nice job of playing defense there by Johnson. Still no rebound. Spearman has this one. Long distance two-pointer goes down and in. 8-5 Dacula. Dacula up by 3. Driving into the lane, laying that one up and in is Carolyn Carl. And a turnover for Dacula. She's going to have to do something with it as she's running out of time. Get this one over to the top of the key for Clark again. Now down in the corner, now at the high post, now back up to the top of the key. Missed the opportunity there as the shooter was wide open on the wing, driving the lane and laying that one up and in, but a foul. And Cherokee going to go to the line as Carolyn Carl was hacked on the shot. So Carl with the chance to convert on the and one. Correction, no, she didn't score on that one, so she'll tie the game with her first made free throw. And the second one is good. Cherokee takes the lead back 9-8 with 1:03 left to go in the first quarter. Well, it's been a tight game. Out of that shot, no good and poked out of bounds. Is going to stay here as Dacula ball. Adoniesio's shot, no good. And at the top again, another shot from the same spot she made her last one was Lazara Spearman, the 6'2 junior.
She can hit those. She likes to play on the wing, so she can hit the outside shot.
Three-point shot drilled by Presley Clark. And Cherokee back on top by 2. 35 seconds left to go in the first. Still waiting on Johnson to make her presence known down in the low post. Haven't seen it yet so far. Spearman has a couple of points, but she's been taking shots from way back at the free throw line. She's going to dribble in on this one, steps back, loses the ball, but 3-point chucked up by her teammate, Abonisio. No good there, trap is on. Here comes the press, now left back. Skylar Edwards in on that one, and this one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Dacula. So 1.6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cherokee on top of Dacula, 12-10. Got to get that shot up, and they're going to call a foul as she's trying to get that one off. Lily Griffith going to go to the free throw line.
Coach Cates was saying something wise and makes sense, telling Lily Griffith to shoot that ball when she's going inside, because even if that does draw Spearman to try and block that shot, she might block it, she might not block it, but if she misses it, Kate Johnson's going to be on the backside. Easy offensive rebound. She's lived off offensive rebounds her entire career, so that is a good point. Get up there, challenge a shot blocker. You have to do it sometimes, because if she blocks it, she blocks it, but if not, you're probably going to get an offensive rebound on the backside and get 2 points.
So they're going to tack on 0.4 seconds to the end of the quarter. No good on the first attempt. So best case scenario now, Cherokee stretches the lead out to 3 before the end of the quarter. Griffith has 1 more to shoot, and then there will be 0.4 seconds left. The Kobe Bryant second. And that one teases but goes out, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So your score after 1, Cherokee on top of Dacula, 12-10. Kyle, not a lot of action in that first quarter. Like you said, feeling each other out, but what do we have to look forward to coming up in the second quarter?
If Spearman keeps knocking down those mid-range shots, that's going to be difficult, because that could eventually pull out Kate Johnson. I know they haven't really been playing too much of a man defense just yet, Cherokee, but if she continues to stretch the floor, that could open up some driving lanes. And Adijo, very athletic, hasn't been able to hit too many shots yet, but she has a quick first step, so she could beat that first defender off the dribble and get into the paint and can cause some trouble for that back line of Cherokee.
So Dacula coming back out onto the floor. Now here comes Cherokee. Coach Cates trying to rally the troops before they make their way back out onto the floor.
And no Kimaria Rivera. I think that's a big deal today. 6'1", junior. I liked her when I saw her over the summer. Very good post. That's going to be the starting post next year for Cherokee when Kate Johnson graduates. Not here today, not sure why. But that is a big, important body, a skilled post player, especially if Johnson gets into foul trouble or if she just needs a quick breather, because if she's not there, there's just not a whole lot of size to sub out and contest Spearman when Johnson's on the bench.
So here we go, 12-10. Pump fakes the three-pointer, now the high post. Now down to Johnson. Johnson lays that one up and in, and there she is, stretching the lead out to Cherokee. Stretching the lead out for Cherokee, 14-10. And an over and back on Dacula, which I missed the front end of, but I caught the back end, and it looked like Adonijo was on the correct side of the line. Moving the ball up the floor, Johnson stays still to set the pick, and a mid-range jumper, no good from about 15 feet out. Pass over to Spearman. Now they're going to try another low post player. Three-point shot as it comes back out to the top of the key. And getting the rebound is Kate Johnson after the Spearman putback attempt. Out in three-point land, mishandles the pass. Going to drive into the lane and lays that one up and in is number 21, Presley Clark.
Looks like Cherokee's getting a little bit more comfortable driving into the paint. They know the shot blocker's there, but get into the paint, put some pressure on them.
Nice steal there by Clark. She's going to drive this one down. No, it's not Clark, and no foul on that one, but the putback attempt is good. Trap near half court. And a nice steal. Cherokee forcing some turnovers.
This is where that depth and that guard play starting to kind of churn a little bit, up to an 8-point lead already. Quick 6-0 run out of the gate. How does Dacula respond?
And Coach Cates giving the official an earful after one of her players goes down. After one of his players goes down. 18-10 here, 6:16 left to go in the second quarter, and Coach Cates still wants to have his piece.
Yeah, he's never shy about giving his opinion and speaking his mind. Never has been, never will be. He will let referees know if he's got an issue with what's going on.
So with 6:16 left to go, it looks like he might have taken that timeout just to have that conversation with the officials, because he never even once went over to his bench and still having a conversation with the men and women in stripes.
Yeah.
Actually, take that back. They're not wearing stripes this afternoon.
I know they change it up. They're wearing gray. Come on. We need the zebras.
6 minutes and 13 seconds left. High post for Johnson, now out to the wing. Three-point shot, that one high and up, and finds the bottom of the basket for Caroline Carl.
That's where they can really dissect Dacula. They got so many shooters. You get Kate Johnson in the high post. She's good enough of a passer to find the open man on the perimeter.
And now Carl going to pick up the foul after some contact with the much larger Spearman. .550 left to go, and Coach Cates picks up a warning, 21-10, his team leading Dacula. Floater pass into Spearman. Spearman takes it at the top of the free throw line. Three-point shot by Dacula. That one bounces up and up again. A double bouncer finally finds the bottom of the basket, and Standridge knocks down a three-pointer. Big three there as this one was starting to slip away to bring this one back into a single-digit lead. Stillwell takes that one and draws the foul. It's a good thing they called that one, Kyle, because I think Coach Cates was going to lose his mind if that wasn't called a foul.
Got a lot of ball, but got a lot of body too, and came down on it. So that's a call they got to make.
First one goes off the front of the rim. 21-13 Cherokee. 5:27 left to go in the half. And the second one finds its way to the bottom as Skylar Edwards knocks that one down. Dacula forcing the issue up the near side of the floor. Nice move around the defender by Abenijo. And Spearman driving the lane. That one goes off the side. Nice defense by Johnson. Kyle, it's almost like Kate Johnson's so tall she can just stand there and put her arms up.
Yeah, she's a brick wall, and she defends the right way. She doesn't try to block shots. She just goes straight up, and that's going to help, and it's going to work the vast majority of the time. I know Jason Adams begging for a foul, but there's not a foul there. If you go straight up, law of verticality, and she's not even jumping half the time, you can't call a foul on the defender.
Jason Adams, of course, the Dacula head coach. Ooh, nice shot block there by Johnson. Never even left her feet, now back the other way. Pull up and miss on the putback. Correction, miss on the shot. It wasn't a putback. There's only one shot up. That was Presley Clark who didn't make that one. Still 22-13, 4:33 left to go. Long three-pointer, no good. Picked up by the freshman Warren as Warren drives the length of the court, but that one gets blocked out by the rim. .415 left to go in the half. Another turnover by Dacula. Missing a lot of layups here, Kyle.
Yeah, it's that presence of Spearman. That's exactly what that is. Afraid to get the shot blocked. Again, just put it up. You just got to challenge her. If you get Spearman in foul trouble, I mean, Dacula is in big trouble. I wouldn't say just go ahead and just go all the way at her all the time and go crazy and just force it. They don't have to get her in foul trouble, but if it happens in the flow of the game, Coach Adams has some issues.
So 4:08 left to go in the half, 22-13. Cherokee on top of Dacula. Coach Cates and Coach Adams talking strategy with their respective teams. So Coach Cates already received his warning from the officials in the first half of the game. As we get ready to get back underway, Dacula basketball. Long pass in as Spearman takes this one at half court. Nobody can really even reach in on her to try and steal the ball. They just kind of got to hope she makes a mistake or a bad pass.
I know Spearman. Okay, here we go.
Ooh, turn around and one. Spearman puts that one in. And that's the second foul for Johnson.
That's huge. That's big. Rivera's not there today. You get a lot smaller with Skylar Edwards. And I was about to say with Spearman, if she's 35 feet away from the basket, she's not going to hurt you. Where she will hurt you is right there on the block, and you saw it right there with the and one.
22-16, Cherokee still on top of Dacula. This inside move, Skylar Edwards going baseline, now kicks that one back out to the wing. Got a little bit too much on that pass, and Cherokee has to regroup right on top of the nose of the logo. Driving the lane, Skylar Edwards. Nice move there. No, not Skylar Edwards. That's number 12, Lily Griffith. A nice left-handed layup there.
Freshman mistake. Freshman mistake right there. Got to wait for Andijo to get on the right side of the floor. But a nice finish from Griffin there. Getting more comfortable. Did not see Spearman. You saw a lot more poise going in and finishing with that left hand. Sorry.
So, Kyle, I want to hold on to that thought. Maybe at the next break you can explain that over and back rule a little bit better for some of those, those of us who might be a little confused by what's going on.
Yeah, I could give it to you right now. Right there, Dacula player was Standridge was in the front court. She tossed it to the back court. Her player did not establish herself. She caught the ball in midair before getting her 2 feet on the front court. So that's considered an over and back because she did not establish herself. She was still considered in the back court.
And that's why he's the best in the business, folks. Thank you for the clarification, Kyle. Cherokee. A high defensive set for Dacula. Nobody down by the baseline. And this one's going to be taken by the freshman. She has to back up, and she moves her pivot foot. Yeah. We're just talking about freshman mistakes.
Two good freshmen here. Both of these girls are going to have really good careers.
But once you establish a pivot foot, that's got to be the pivot foot. Cherokee playing some smothering defense beyond the arc. They are all over these girls. Drive into the paint. That one looks good, but a little bit too much on that one for Abenijo. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, 24-16. Cherokee still on top. The freshman fires a three-pointer and hits that one. Tony Warren making up for that traveling call in a big, big way. As she pushes Cherokee back out to a double-digit lead. Here comes Spearman.
I mean, Spearman's having to do a lot right now off the dribble, and she's definitely capable of doing it, but I'd rather just have her 5 feet from the basket than having to have her create from 20 to 25 feet. Kate Johnson's not in the game. They have no one that can contest with her, challenge her on the low block. Now, she gets to the foul line. That's a good thing, but make it a little bit easier. She's been standing on the three-point line the entire game. Kate's not in right now. This is where she has to go to work on the low block.
And anything would be beneficial. She misses that second free throw as Dacula still trailing by 10. But, Kyle, it doesn't really feel like this game's been that much out of hand for Cherokee to have a double-digit lead as they turn the ball over again.
Yeah, it's still close. 10-point game. 2 buckets here or there. It's either it looks like a 14-point game or a 6-point game. So it is still up for grabs early on. Dacula has done a nice job of just biding their time. They got Cade in foul trouble. Now you got to take advantage.
And here comes Spearman as she drives to the basket. No call on the contact. Ball down on the floor. Spearman down. Turnover. Abenijo is going to fire that one up. No good. She gets her own rebound. She goes down to the floor, and they're going to call a foul. Kind of a scary collision there as Abenijo fell on the basketball on her back and hit the floor.
Yeah, that is never good. The body is not built to be crashing on the floor and definitely not meant to be falling on a spherical object.
A spherical object. I like that one, Kyle. Inbound pass. And that one's going to be knocked back out of bounds, so Dacula going to get another crack at it. Still trailing by 10, 27-17. 91 seconds left to go in the half, and guess what? In the bonus.
Only 5 fouls, not 7 this year. Remember, everybody. Here it is on the low block. Got to go to work.
No, she kicks it back out to the top. Cutting back in. Avenijo's got this one. She's going to drive to the lane. That one rims out. And a little miscommunication there by Cherokee. As the shifty guard, Hannah Harris, gets this one back on top. Oh, nice block there by number 21 for Dacula. And that is Dana Nembard, another tall freshman. Gonna have to go all the way back into the top with it. There it is. She finds Hannah Harris. Let's see how this goes. Baseline. Didn't even try and take a shot on that one. Now back to the top of the key. Kyle, it's like they just know any shot they put up underneath the basket is going to get blocked or going to be contested.
Yeah. But this right there, if that's Kate in the game, she probably gobbles up that offensive rebound. But Skylar Edwards has done a really nice job off the bench. Listed at 5'10" or so. Got 6 rebounds, 3 points, 1 assist. That's that depth, that junior depth that Cherokee always has, always building them up through the pipeline.
Oh, and a foul on the jumper. Nice heads-up play there, Kyle. I like what Edwards just did there. She saw the player go up in the air and decided, I'm going to have to go ahead and get my shot off. So she jumps in the air and tries to get a shot off and draws the foul. Great job there by Skylar Edwards.
Very smart, very patient, very aware of what's going on the floor.
Kyle, it also looks like, as the first free throw is up and good by Skylar Edwards, it also looks like when Cherokee has a girl that drives into the lane on Spearman and she goes left-handed, it's almost like they've had more success than going straight at her.
Yeah. Got to shield the ball away from those shot blockers sometimes.
Edwards makes it a successful trip to the line as she knocks down both of her free throws. Inbound pass heavily contested as Abenijo turns the ball over. That one goes off of Standridge, though, and here comes Cherokee, and that's a travel. As Donnelly second guesses the pass attempt and pulls it back in, takes 2 steps, and that might fly in the NBA, but it's not going to fly here. Spearman rolls around, and nice job by Edwards. Kyle, Edwards really doing a fantastic job in Kate Johnson's absence.
Great minutes off the bench.
And don't look now, but Tony Warren putting some more points on the board. The freshman was 7 already in the first half. That one knocked away. Here comes Standridge. She lays that one up and in. 8 seconds left to go until the end of the first quarter. Coach Cates pointing at the clock, screaming, saying, throw it up, throw it up. Oh, this one goes up. She got that one off a little bit too early, but on the putback attempt by Skylar Edwards, nothing happening there. Nevertheless, Cherokee still on top of Dacula at the end of the first half by a score of 31-19. Kyle, Johnson in foul trouble early, but it looks like Cherokee is doing a good job of ad-libbing in her absence.
Oh, yeah, that was a huge missed opportunity from Dacula. When Kate Johnson checked out, it was 22-15. You look at the scoreboard now, 31-19. You lost ground with Cherokee's big stalwart out of the game. I mean, Spearman's putting up her numbers, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. She's getting hers, but the rest of the team has not really been able to give her a lift. You got just looks like 7 points outside of her. And Cherokee, very balanced, getting great minutes, a very deep team. Tony Warren has been really good. She's come on very strong with 7 points so far. So Dacula, it's tough sledding. It's been Cherokee just methodically pulling away, and you're looking at a double-digit deficit if you're Dacula.
We're going to go ahead and take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for joining us on Chiefs TV for the War Lodge Classic here from the War Lodge at Sequoia High School. Once again, your score at the half, Cherokee leading Dacula 31-19, and we'll be right back after. And welcome back to the War Lodge, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get going in the second half, I wanted to sit down with my color analyst, Kyle Sandy, and give him an opportunity to I guess, kind of talk about what he does in the high school basketball world. Kyle, most people know you from your sandyspiel.com website and Create the Culture. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about Create the Culture and Sandy Spiel, and give yourself a little plug.
Yeah, sandyspiel.com. We're the home to the official GHSA state rankings, so that's every newspaper in Georgia. We're affiliated with the Georgia Sports Writers Association, so that's really nice. So I've been doing it for about 5 years or so now, and it's a lot of fun tracking all these games. I've been getting deeper and deeper into girls basketball, started with boys, so now I do both evenly. Do everything from tracking transfers to coaching carousel changes to game night recaps, which I'm doing on my laptop in between games, to writing stories. So a lot of media, a lot of scouting. It's been a lot of fun. And then just recently, last year, opened up CTC Athletics. Follow us, CTC Athletics, on Instagram and on Twitter, and createtheculture.org. And that's more so events. I had you did a great job, my PA man, at the CTC Classic earlier this December. And that's like having fall leagues, showcase events, even men's leagues. Now COVID really put a damper on all that, but all that good stuff, just been immersed in the game of basketball. And I played here at Sequoia. I remember. I was part of that team.
Yep,
I'm looking at some former head coaches down here. It was good times. We helped build this program to where it stands today, a respected program in Cherokee County. But before that time, it was hard sledding. It just wasn't a lot of wins. So I know the struggles of building up. I've never been a front runner, so that's why I love covering these kids. I'm not going to hitch my wagon on all the five-star guys and go to these big events and see the guys where everybody knows this kid's going to get drafted. That's why I kind of like to go off the beaten path a little bit here and there. Maybe watch some more homegrown basketball, or maybe watch a little bit of the smaller rural schools. I want to cover the entire state like they're five-star athletes. So that's why I do it. I want to give back to the kids. I want to help give them an opportunity to be seen, to play at the next level, whether it's D1, D3, NAIA, junior college. I just love the game, and I love being around young people. It makes me feel young, and being able to see some old faces like Chase Schaefer over here, it's always fun. You never know what you're going to see once you walk into a gymnasium in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, we've definitely come a long way from, what was it? Was it third or fourth period weight training class?
Oh, gosh, don't put me on blast with the numbers. I don't remember, but I do remember Coach Sid Maxwell. We were just talking about it, one of the all-time greats that built up this football program. A lot of good times. Met you there when I was a young, bushy-tailed, bright-eyed freshman, and the rest is history. Now I'm an old man dealing with health problems.
Well, ditto to that as we get ready to kick off the second half. Thank you so much for joining us, Kyle. You've done a fantastic job as our color analyst here at the War Lodge Classic. I think this will be the last game you'll be joining us for tonight.
Yeah.
But fear not, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Carden going to be joining us as the color analyst for the nightcap game.
Party is at Johnny's Pizza, everybody, so I'll see you there. Get me a large pie.
And so the party is at Johnny's Pizza. I will not be joining you, as the missus expects me home promptly upon the dismissal of the final basketball game.
Understandable.
So get ready to go here. 31-19 your score. Cherokee on top of Dacula. Johnson back out on the floor. Kyle, I don't want to say she's been MIA, but Cherokee has been able to find other ways to get offensive production.
This is a deep team, and look at it. They just play great defense. They're good at basketball. They play as a team. You can be beat by anybody out there. It's death by a million paper cuts. That's Cherokee Warrior basketball.
As Presley Clark steals the inbound pass and lays that one up to make it 33-19. And that is an inside shot that finds its mark by number 33, Natalie Parham.
It was a great pass by Emily Digby. Great pass.
33-21, 7:27 left to go in the third. Driving along the near side baseline, kicks that one out. The freshman fires that one from the SHS, and no dice on that one. Spearman pulls the rebound down off the boards. Standridge working her way around the top. Gets it back from Abenijo. Abenijo has it, gives it to Spearman, who's standing at the top of the key. Johnson all by herself down low. Parnham fires up a shot. That one no good. And that one taken by Johnson. Parnham might have got caught giving that one a little bit of the love and basketball pose. Ooh, nice three-pointer drilled down by number 25, Haley Donnelly. Pushing that one ahead. Standridge throws that one up, a whiff, and a nice block by Cherokee. Johnson picks the ball up, but a turnover. Here comes Abenijo. All by herself. Now here comes the defense out. Try to get that one around Johnson. She does, and Parnham may be the answer that Dacula was looking for the Kate Johnson effect. Still down by 13 with 6:05 left to go in the third.
Yeah, they need some players to help out. Need to step up, get some points. They've been kind of rushing it early on in this third quarter.
Long two is nailed by the freshman, Tony Warren. She believes she was standing on the line. And a carry by Dacula, a costly error. As Cherokee starts to step this one out with a 15-point lead.
Spearman is just asked to do so much. It's tough. She's a great player, but she's got to sometimes initiate the offense. She's got to block shots. She's got to rebound. Of course, she's got to score. She's just got a lot on her plate.
Cherokee with a lot of weapons. The freshman stepped up. That's the Warren, the freshman, who's really stepped up for this Cherokee offense. Johnson, an authoritative dribble, puts that one up and draws a foul on Spearman.
Spearman tried to go straight up. That was tough. She might have caught her a little bit on the hand there, but you saw right when Kate got that ball, she said, I'm going to go up strong with this one. Power dribble, drop step, go right into her body, and it pays off.
Johnson makes the first free throw. Kyle, you think that was you think that one was a makeup call for a foul called on Johnson earlier?
Good point. I don't know. It was close. It was close, but that is something you do harken back on.
Well, I guess if you're Cherokee now, you're kind of even on that one.
Yeah.
Spearman drives the lane, pulls that one up really soon. Warren picks up the rebound. She pulls up, sends this one back over to the point guard. Point guard takes this one up and now gives it back to Warren. Warren, mid-range jumper, looks good. No, off the front of the rim. 4:55 left to go. Cherokee up by 17, 40-23. Spearman with the offensive rebound and scores on the putback. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third.
Yeah, you just see how great of an athlete she is. Just plucks that ball out of midair, and no one's going to stop her once she's that close inside.
Kyle, as long as I can remember, Cherokee's had a really good basketball program.
That is very true. They are always winning 20-plus games every year. Went to the Final Four last year, had a lot of seniors graduate. Sydney Watts is here, freshman at Navy right now. She's in her Navy garb in the building. It's just a great, proud program. Look at this. Look at this right here. Caroline Carl.
Layup and a steal by Carl. Now driving into the paint. That one no good, but Carl being a little thorn in the side of the Dacula Falcons.
Coach Cates coaches these girls very hard, but all the girls love him. You see Sharon Swanson on the sideline as the assistant coach. Played under him back when I was a little boy and watching Cherokee play games. They've always been really, really good. You know, in 7A in the highest classification, it's usually you run into teams that can get a little bit more talent with people moving in here and there. But Cherokee, as far as homegrown basketball goes, they are always, them and North Forsyth, always the two best teams in Class 7A, I feel like.
And a pass down low for the freshman Warren. Nice pass and a nice block by Spearman.
She covers ground. She's long, she's athletic, and she covers ground.
Timeout taken by Dacula. Your score with 3:32 left to go in the third period is 42-25, Cherokee on top of Dacula.
There's not many games in Kate Johnson's career that she can say she's been out-rebounded by an opposing post player, and that's going to happen tonight. Spearman has 13 rebounds, Johnson with 4 rebounds, but it matters nothing at all. The only thing that matters is a scoreboard, and I'm looking at a 17-point lead if my eyes don't mistake me. Cherokee in complete control right now.
17 it is, Kyle. And this might be a good thing for Johnson because at the next level, when she goes and plays at, I believe it was Furman?
Furman, yep.
When she goes and plays at Furman, that's not low-level basketball. That's high-level basketball where she'll have other girls physically her equal that she's going to have to figure out how to play around.
Very good point. She might not see as many, high major superstar freaks like Lazaria Spearman, but that is only going to prepare her for the next level. You're 100% right.
Corner three-pointer. That one's going to be short. No good. Rebound taken by Dacula. It's a track meet back to the basket. And turning around in the key, now a three-pointer for Adonisio, and she buries that one. So Dacula trying to find some other answers on offense. 3-13, now down to the low post for Johnson. Johnson puts that one up, and Spearman wins that battle as well. 3:05 left to go in the third.
And Adonisio, she needs to give him something. She's an energy player. She's a spark plug. She's got just 5 points right now. She needs to get going to help out.
And a three-pointer missed by Dacula. Ball rolling around on the ground, finally picked up by Lily Griffith. Sends this one over to Donnelly. Johnson really high up. Nice spin move in the middle, and she's fouled on the shot.
She's a load to stop inside. She gets to the foul line. She stays on the glass. She has great footwork, good post move, soft hands inside. She is a load to stop, especially at the high school level.
And another one made by Johnson. Johnson up to 7 points. Feels like a light night for her, but not really too big of a deal in the grand scheme of things with Cherokee all over Dacula.
Yeah, it's not like Spearman where Spearman has to get you essentially 20 points and 15 rebounds. Kate Johnson can give you just 10 points, and Cherokee can win a game by 20+.
Adonisio, that one volleyballed away, and Spearman going to take the shot from the free throw line. That one a little teaser and squirts out off the foot of her teammate, and this one going to be laid up and in off the turnover by Emily Digby, the sophomore guard for the Dacula Falcons. 14-point game, 2:10 left to go in the third. Donnelly fires a deep three-pointer. That one goes off the glass. 1:55 left to go. Dacula ball, still 44-30. Spearman drives the lane, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts that one back, and Johnson pulling the rebound down with authority. And a foul called. Let's see who that one's on. This could be a big deal.
Spearman, it looks like.
Spearman picks up her third.
Thought that could have been a foul on Johnson. And
she was throwing the elbows around a little bit.
At the first glance, even on that first drive, I thought Johnson should have just taken the charge. I mean, she's in great position. She could have taken that charge, but she's not really one to take too many of them. She's going to get this
Johnson
easy one,
flashes down low all by myself. And Johnson finishes the play. Good news for everyone else. I am not a professional singer, so no more of that. 16-point lead for Cherokee. 1:19 left to go in the third quarter.
Can't be singing those sad songs. You know I'm newly single, heartbroken. It's tough around the holidays, and you're singing all by myself. I'm trying to escape. That's why I do all this high school basketball coverage, and Chase has to just stick it right to me. Come on, Chase.
You know, Kyle, I'm actually pretty disappointed because at the end of the Cass Sequoia game, I was hoping Glaze was going to drop another three-pointer because I had a line prepared for it. He never hit another one in the second half.
Oh, it happens.
Adonisio driving into the lane. Second voice crack, and that one's good on the shot. Brings that one back down to 14. 46-32, a minute and 2 seconds left to go. Top of the key. Now back over to the wing for Clark. And a turnover. And that one poked back ahead by Johnson. But it finds Adonisio. And driving into the paint, Standridge. She gives this one off for a three-pointer by number 25. That's no good. That's Paulmore. It's Danielle Paulmore.
Feels like Dacula's had a couple good little spurts here, but you look at the scoreboard, they're down 14. They've lost this quarter by 2 points, so it's just like, geez, we can't get even any ground.
Picking up the pressure now as Dacula dialing up the press. No, Kyle, the last girls game we saw Grovetown dialing up a three-quarter press, which looks similar to a full-court press. That three-pointer no good. Johnson on the putback, up and in, over top of Natalie Parham.
Yeah, you see no Spearman on the court, and just like that, one possession, it's a putback for Johnson.
48-32 at the end of 3. And like you said, Kyle, it really doesn't feel like it's that lopsided of a game, but like you said, you look up at the scoreboard and they're down 16 going into the final frame.
Yeah, Dacula, they're in trouble. Spearman checking back in. I mean, she's played pretty much the entire game. She goes out for, what, maybe 30 seconds, and Johnson strikes with the offensive putback. She's just too valuable. They just don't have enough size to compete with Kate Johnson inside. And you're looking at that scoreboard. Cherokee balance is just so good. Everybody can get you 6 points to 12 points, and they're just going to pepper you all throughout, 1 through 5, 1 through 8. Whoever steps on the court can hurt you, and that's what you've seen today from the Warriors.
So 4 timeouts left for Cherokee, 2 timeouts left for Dacula. Kyle, I'm not going to lie. I'm still kind of sore at Dacula about our playoff loss.
Oh, no.
My junior year of football.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Not going to dwell on the past. 2007, a whole 13 years ago.
It was always teams like that, and like Marist would always give us
Marist,
issues. I know we beat Marietta when Marietta was undefeated. Shout out to me being at that game as a young man. But yeah, you know, just it's tough. We got a lot from Sid Maxwell with you know, not as much talent as some of these other programs.
Nice job by Johnson there.
Classic high-low look. Too easy.
50-32, 7:45 left to go in the 4th. Driving inside the lane. Ooh, nasty collision for Parham. She gets help up from the Lady Warriors. Fans want to remind you, one more game after this one. The nightcap, Centennial versus Berkmar, should be a good one.
Should be some highlights.
As that rebound is taken. Ooh, Johnson throws a forearm and knocks Adonisio to the ground. And on the retaliation is Adonisio, and it's starting to get a little chippy.
Bad. Adonisio, bad. Not good.
She was covering Johnson really hard.
You saw that the second when that happened. She did not like it. She sprinted right down and ran right into Johnson's back. That's I didn't even see it, but if anything, you know, that's looking like that could be flagrant. Very dangerous. You got to keep your cool. You're getting blown out by 20 points. You still got to keep your cool. Not good.
Coach Cates treading lightly, having already been warned by the officiating staff in the first half, but definitely going to put on for his player after she was chased down the floor. Say what you want about what happened on the other end. No matter what happens, when the play is over, and you got to live for the next one and live to fight another day.
Yeah, that was just right when you saw it happen. You saw Adonisio sprint and just luckily nothing terrible became of it. It could have been a lot worse and gotten a lot uglier. We just had to shove, but Kate is a strong girl. It's just like, you know, bullets bouncing off a brick wall.
Hey,
didn't affect her.
Sometimes tight physical defense leads to tight physical play. Adonisio launches a three-pointer. That one's no good. And that one goes back in. Johnson picks that one up. Cherokee taking their time coming across the floor. Now at the gray line. This one sent over, fires up a three-pointer, and that one just missed by Carolyn Carl. And a foul on a Cherokee player. Didn't get the number. Kyle, did you get the number on that one?
Oh, boy, I was looking down at my stats. I goofed.
Parnham over to Standridge. Behind the back dribble. Standridge, pass intended for Standridge is going to be stolen, and a foot race back to the basket, finished by Presley Clark. And Cherokee starting to walk away with this one, 54-32.
A lot of good basketball in Cherokee County, especially on the girls' side. It's great. And to think, Cherokee, they already lost to Woodstock. So Woodstock girls, right now, they're ranked number 3 in the state. Cherokee's ranked number 4 in the state. Sequoia's really tough in 6A. We saw Etowah earlier. That's going to be a really tough team that might end up getting a 3 or 4 seed, but Ali Zazara can shoot the lights out. Jada Peterson's tough. River Ridge, watched them last night. Matea Gale is a phenomenal athlete as a small little sophomore guard. A lot of great talent. And then Creekview rebuilding as well, but a lot of talent in Cherokee County.
3 from the corner, no good. Johnson with the putback, no good on the second attempt as she climbs over Parnham to get to the basketball. As Standridge drives the lane and teardrops that one into the bottom of the basket. Warren breaks the trap, or correction, breaks the press, and that little floater in the lane by Presley Clark. Kyle, they don't look like much, but man, they find the basket.
They are very efficient. This is a very good team.
And nice job there by Johnson.
A lot of bodies have been bumping. It's getting physical. It's getting chippy down the stretch. This game is not close. I just want to keep it cool, keep it calm.
And that's 4. That is 4 for Spearman. As Johnson out-rebound, got the better of Spearman on that rebound exchange. But Spearman, she's won her fair share of battles tonight as well.
Oh yeah, she's had a strong game. Definitely on the statistical side of things. It's been very good. Ooh, that could have been 5.
She avoids that one there. As this one goes back to the top for number 25, that's Donnelly. Donnelly dribbling back to the gray line, taking her time. Still plenty of ball game left here. 5:15 left to go. Driving into the lane.
Presley Clark starting to feel it. 6 points in the quarter. She's getting hot.
Nice crossover there by Standridge. And that one goes in and put away by Lazara Spearman. Clark has it again, now feeds Johnson down low. Wide open look at a three-pointer. That one's up and no good. Adonisio gets the rebound. She's going to pull up at the three-point line. No good. That one poked away. Battle for the basketball. And let's see what we call here.
It's still getting crazy out here. Cherokee County and Gwinnett County going at it. Wow.
Getting chippy. 58-36. And we're going to take a timeout and let everybody just cool off and take a breather for a second. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left to go. 58-36. Cherokee on top of Dacula.
With Cherokee, they can really play inside out extremely well. Kate Johnson's going to anchor herself high post and low block. And when she gets the ball, she knows what to do. She has great awareness. She's able to kick it out to shooters, and they have plenty of shooters. And on the Dacula side of things, Dacula, with Spearman, they can do that, and they do that occasionally, but not quite as much because Spearman's on the perimeter a lot of times, and she can drive and create her own offense from the top of the key, which is good, but it's not really going to help out as far as playing inside out. And we got some talk between Adonisio and Miss Clark. Referee making sure we get this final 4:32 done and
laying down the law. Laying down the law towards the end of the game. Says no funny business as Spearman throws that one up. I believe his words were, I'm going to tee somebody up and toss if it happens again.
Oh, yeah.
So Johnson Mid-post, nice move, turns inside. Lulled Spearman to sleep and then stepped inside and puts that one up and in.
Post moves, real post play.
As Spearman gets her own rebound, puts that one back up. It falls out, and going over the top is Abenijo. Parnham tried to save it, but it wasn't there. Kyle, physical basketball.
Yeah.
We don't, you know, today's game is a much more fast-paced, spread it out, shoot the lights out of the building like the Sequoia boys varsity team. But it's really nice to see some games sometimes where you have a lot of low post play, in my word.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I told you at the top, I said this game's going to be inside out. And they've proven me right.
Johnson with another putback, 62-36. Adenijo shoots a three, and that one is not even close.
Hey, you look at Kate Johnson. She's got 18 points. We were just saying she was kind of quiet. 4 points at the half, 14 in the second half, and she starts getting her points. And now what is that, like a 26-point lead? It is officially out of hand, and Kate Johnson has been a catalyst inside.
Yeah, Kyle, just the game's different. So to see a game like this, to where it's all about the low post players,
it's a beautiful sight.
Yeah, frankly, I enjoy it. That's the kind of basketball you and I grew up on, watching the Shaquille O'Neal and Yao Ming, and even guys who were shooters who could spread the ball out like Kobe Bryant. The mid-range jumper has really become a lost art in the professional game, but here this weekend we've seen a lot of kids step inside the arc, try to get to the elbow, and pop a jumper. Ask
the ghost of Sequoia Pass, the bleacher creatures that used to watch me play back in the day. I was an old school post. I had a lot of moves. The baby hook was the bread and butter, the kiss off the glass, the spin baseline kick to the open shooter in the corner. I did a lot of things in the low block. Fun fact, 5th in shot attempts my junior season, but 3rd in scoring.
5th in shot attempts.
5th in shot attempts, but 3rd in scoring. And again, I shot about 57% from the field. That's pretty good. No slam dunks, everybody. Let you know, I was not getting easy ones like that. Those were hard-earned points in the paint. Pretty efficient back in the day.
That was a great Sequoia Chiefs team. 30 minutes and 25 seconds left. Already talked to another member of that team earlier tonight, as the real deal Tyler Deal joined us in the booth for a little bit of an interview at a halftime of one of our previous games. Oh, nice inside play. As
Presley
Clark having a quiet night. A quietly
very good night. Yeah.
That one snuck up on us. She's looking at 15 points right now.
They're just slicing and dicing all these cuts. They're just, Dacula, this game's essentially over, but Cherokee's playing till the final buzzer, and they're executing their offense at a very high level.
Think we're going to get to see some of the younger players for Cherokee anytime soon?
It's about time. It's about time.
And that's a foul, and I think that's number 5 on Spearman.
Oh. Called it on number 3.
Oh, no, they got Standridge for it. That's her 3rd. And applause as Lily Griffith comes to the bench. When you can just float a pass in, even though your best player is surrounded, and just get the inbound pass in anyway.
Yeah, that's nice.
Spearman drives the lane and lays that one up and in. 64-38. Cherokee still on top of Dacula. Fans want to remind you, still one more game after this one. Berkmar versus Centennial. The grand finale, if you will, of the War Lodge Classic, as Hannah Harris, the freshman, steps out of bounds just in front of her own bench.
Got a lot of big-time players in this next game. You got Berkmar. Malik Ewing is a 6'10", junior, has a lot of offers. I think he has all the tools to potentially, if he puts it all together, could end up being a guy you see playing in the big leagues one day. But
nice teardrop bucket there by Makara Standridge. 24-point lead for Cherokee, last 2 minutes of the game. Now back to the top. Donnelly just taking her time, going to set up at the gray line. Ooh, nice inside move, but she's going to go ahead and back out and dump this one into Johnson, who gives us back out to Warren, the freshman.
lot of face cuts right now. A lot of face cuts.
Deep three-pointer for Cherokee. That one no good. So minute 22 left to go. Three-point attempt, no good. Misses just to the right by Palmore. And good on the put. Good on the putback, makes it 64-42.
Yep, we got the subs, just a little sub timeout. Not even a 30-second. They just wanted to go get back in it right now, get this game finished up.
What do they call that, a rolling timeout?
I don't know what the terminology is, but it's kind of an understood thing. Hey, both teams are, you know, waving the white flag for the day, letting younger players get some experience. So it's just like, hey, let's get this game on the road.
Take a second to get your people in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and all the subs coming in for Cherokee now, the younger generation of the Lady Warrior program.
Yeah, never.
And it looks like Dacula going to go with their younger players as well.
Never a shortage of talent, especially in the Cherokee pipeline. These girls will be ready in another year or two.
You know, one of the other reasons I wanted to broadcast this classic so much is so when situations like this arise, you could have the younger, more inexperienced players get some face time, as that one's laid up and in by Hannah Harris. That way they'd have an opportunity to, you know, have their name broadcast out on the airways. And back at the top of the key, that's number 10, Alexis Greer, sophomore guard for Dacula. And that one goes off of Hannah Harris, and that one's going to sneak out of bounds. On the ricochet, number 21 out there for Dacula is Dana Nembard. Tall freshman. 23, Kayla Pearson, another freshman for Dacula. Down in the corner is Lauren Leachy. And she's going to take a three-pointer. That one no good. A little, not quite enough on that one. And the shot under the basket, no good. Cherokee unable to box out. Now they come away with a defensive rebound. Here comes Harris charging up the court. She's going to take that one in, and that'll do it here from the War Lodge at Sequoia High School. The 5th of 6 games is concluded as Cherokee takes down Dacula 66-42. Kyle, I know that'll do it for our time together tonight, but it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us in the booth, and best of luck with everything going on with Sandy Spiel and CTC, and we hope to have you up here again sometime if you ever have a free moment to spare. I think that was a really good broadcast, and thanks for coming up here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me, Chase. I knew you had a long day ahead of you. I don't want to see anybody just get thrown out into the cold and have to do it all by themselves. So I said, hey, Sequoia, let me come see my man Chase. Let me see some good hoops. And we had a lot of fun, so thank you for having me, sir.
We sure did. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your final score. Oh, before we go, just a reminder, if you're watching on Chiefs TV, it's going to cut the broadcast off. We're going to start a new broadcast. So if you lose the feed, just back out to the Chiefs TV webpage, and then the Berkmar Centennial feed should come up as an icon right as the game's about to start. In fact, they may have it already pre-made. But we want to thank everybody here tonight, the AV Club. I want to thank Coach Mann and Ian, our fantastic cameraman, for doing such a great job getting some excellent action shots for us. I want to thank you, Kyle. I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank all our first responders who are here. You know, one of the policemen for Cherokee County Schools is up here getting some overtime. I want to thank him for everything that he does, keeping us all safe and making sure that nobody gets too rowdy at the War Lodge Classic. And we want to thank everybody for watching on Chiefs TV. Thank you all very much. And your final, once again, here from the War Lodge at Sequoia High School, 62-44, Cherokee prevails over Dacula. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to close with saying thank you once again to everybody, and that'll do it for the 5th of 6 games. Just remember, Berkmar at Centennial, another special guest as our color analyst for that game. Should be a big matchup. Coach Carden's going to be joining us in the booth. We thank everyone, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for supporting this audiovisual club. We couldn't do it without support of the fans like you, and you guys are all great. So we'll close out here. Once again, Cherokee victorious over Dacula 62-44. Have a good day and be kind to someone.